Chapter 729. A Very Sick Lori. It starts in the Moon Prison. Nico, Maria, Carmen, Sid, Vicky's parents, and Tootie were visiting Icky Vicky. Vicky's parents were extremely madder than hell at Icky Vicky for the kind of torture and pain and control she had over them. They gave birth to spawn from Satan himself. Icky Vicky realized that she was in a lot more hot water than she already was. Vicky's mom, you are the worst babysitter and the most evil monster we've ever created. Vicky's dad, that's right. You can never control us ever again. Vicky's mom, Nico, can you cover Tootie's ears? We don't want her to hear this. Tootie, no, it's all right, mom. I can handle it. Vicky's mom, all right, sweetie. Nico, show no mercy. Vicky's dad, with pleasure, Nico. Vicky's parents took a deep breath and they gave Icky Vicky the most brutal rant ever known in the history of mankind. Vicky's dad, you are the most disgraceful asshole and the biggest mistake we have ever made. Vicky's mom, you make me sick just looking at you. You are nothing more than a motherfucking bitch. A 20,000% asshole to the 10th power. Vicky's dad, you are a fucked up putrid fucking shit kicking a swipe with absolutely no love for anyone but yourself. Vicky's mom, you are the biggest, most incredibly fucked up bitch that has ever walked the face of the earth. Vicky's dad, you are no longer part of our family. Vicky's parents, we now officially disown you. Nico, who? Yet. Maria, you tell her, guys. Carmen, that's telling that bitch. Yet. Sid, that was awesome, guys. Tootie, yet. Maria, you make me sick just looking at you, fucky Vicky. Nico, laughs, fucky Vicky. I like that. Carmen, that's a good one, sis. Maria, thanks, Carm. To Vicky, just looking at you makes me sick, you fucked up vomit pisser. No one likes you because you are nothing but a sadistic bully that gets a sick thrill out of causing pain and suffering. I hate you more than life itself, you fucked up motherfucking psychopath. Carmen, who? You tell her, sis. Nico, oh yeah. Icky Vicky, you have not only failed everyone in DIMM's Dale, but you also failed every single child on Earth and on planets all over the universe and in other universes. You make even your fucked up boyfriends quiver in fear at just the sight of you. Carmen, I've beaten up criminals that are much worse than you. You are nothing more than a majorly fucked up lunatic with absolutely no regard for the value of human life, you psychopathic freak. That's why you will always be a loser and a menace to society. I have never seen such a most pathetic, fucked up, worthless pile of garbage in all my life. You are the most worthless, most disgusting, worthless pile of garbage that has ever walked the face of the earth. I absolutely hate your fucking guts more than all of life itself, Icky Vicky. Then Icky Vicky went absolutely crazy. She was screaming and roaring like a demon from another planet, and she did all these monstrous sounds that defied all forms of human comprehension, and she made all these crazy, unearthly screams that were truly demonic. She was foaming at the mouth and her eyes were blood red with so much rage and incomprehensible fury. She had blood streaming down her face, and this indicated that she was completely out of her mind with so much rage and indiscriminate fury. Nico, oh, and one more thing, Icky Vicky. Here's some friends of yours to settle the score with you. Whistles. A bunch of parents that Icky Vicky babysat for their kids before showed up, and they were armed with makeshift weapons, pitchforks, and torches. Nico, go wild, guys. Parent 1, thanks, Nico. Get her. They went into Icky Vicky's cell and beat the living shit out of Icky Vicky. They left the prison forever, severing their ties to Icky Vicky, the most hated babysitter and most pathetic excuse of a human that ever lived. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Back at the estate on Earth, I was monitoring the insanity of Denzel Crocker. So far he was at 9,843% insanity. Me, he's almost there. It's just a matter of time. Luan, what's he almost there for what, JD? Me, Mr. Crocker's almost at 10,000% insanity. When he hits that level of insanity, that's when we perform IT. Luna, what is IT, dude? Me, we totally remove his brain. Everyone gasped. Chloe, JD, you can't do that. That's murder. Me, normally yes. But not to those that deserve it. Besides, I hate Mr. Crocker's guts. He wants nothing more than to see the entire world burn and abuse the power of fairy godparents for his own selfish purposes, for his own personal gain. Chloe, well, since you put it that way. Nico, Maria, Carmen, and Sid came back. Nico also caught a crawdont and a claydol. Me, hey guys. Nico, hey JD. Me, how was the visit to the prison? Nico, oh, it was awesome. Maria, we did the biggest rant ever on Icky Vicky. Nico played the whole rant and we heard it and we cheered wildly. Lynn, who? You sure showed her. Lucy, you really laid down the law with her. Well done. Sid, they really laid down the law with her. It was so awesome. Ronnie Ann, I'm glad that disgraceful babysitter was put in her place. Maria, and I just made a whole new arch nemesis next to the late Hydro Man. We laughed. Lori came down. Lori, weakly, hey guys. We saw Lori and she was really pale and she was coughing and sneezing. Me, you look horrible, Lori. Teresa, you okay, Lori? You don't look so good. Lori, I think I may literally be coming down with something. G1 brainstorm, you better get to Ratchet and Red Alert, Lori. You don't look so good. Lori, sniffles, okay. In the infirmary we ran some diagnostic tests. Wanda, Lori has the fairy flu. Me, what's the fairy flu? Wanda, it's an illness that affects fairies. It causes us to temporarily lose control of our magical powers. Stiller, but we just found out that it affects humans as well. Lainey, boy, that doesn't sound good. Red Alert, you sure Lori has the fairy flu, Wanda? Wanda, of course. Why? Ratchet, because there's something else inside her as well. Me, what is it, Ratchet? Ratchet, take a look for yourself. On a scan we saw that Lori had a deadly pathogen inside her. It was Thrax. At the beginning of the story, Thrax enters the body of Frank de Torre, an overweight widower without the slightest regard for hygiene and health, when the latter eats an egg that just spat by a monkey into a muddy floor. By doing so, he infiltrates the city of Frank, a huge metropolis inside Frank's body in which each of his body cells is living a life identical to that of humans, with white blood cells as cops and germs as criminals. Thrax casually murders the two witnesses of his arrival and goes to the germs' headquarters in Frank's armpit. There, he quickly takes control of the germs gang by killing their leader Scabies, and plans to take advantage of Frank's poor health condition to operate undetected. The titular primary protagonist is Osmosis Ozzy Jones, one of Frank's white blood cells who was demoted from the police after he activated the emergency evacuation, i.e. throwing up, to get rid of germs from polluted oysters, which was seen as unnecessary force. He gets reluctantly teamed up with a rule-abiding cold pill named Drixenol, to investigate on a throat inflammation, in fact Thrax is doing, and they discover that something far more dangerous is going on. However, the incompetent and election-obsessed Mayor Fleming, who is to blame for Frank's disastrous lifestyle, dismisses their warnings and states that this is nothing more than a common cold after Thrax and his henchmen destroy the dam in the nose. Jones uses his body-altering abilities to pass as a germ and infiltrates a meeting of Thrax and his thugs inside as it to get in on what is going on. There, he discovers that Thrax is a deadly virus and serial killer whose purpose is to kill each person he contaminates faster than the last, and is now planning to murder Frank within 48 hours, which is faster than any virus has killed, so that he will be famous. When Ozzy is caught, Drix barges in just as Thrax was about to incinerate him. After a brief battle, the Zit is destroyed in the explosion of a medicine grenade, killing most of Thrax's gang and seemingly Thrax himself as well. Yet, the virus has survived and is hiding in a toenail with Joe Cramp and Bruiser left. As Thrax prepares to get back on schedule, Bruiser suggested they incubate for a while as they are few in numbers, which would mean that Thrax will not be able to break his record. Very angered, desperate and disillusioned, Thrax kills both Cramp and Bruiser in an explosion, heading off to finish things as a lone wolf. Fleming fires both Ozzy and Drix, but they keep investigating nonetheless until they can be sure that Thrax is really gone. They go to the memory zone of the brain and discover that Thrax has broken in. Meanwhile, Leah Estrogen, the mayor's assistant, and Ozzy's love interest start suspecting that something is amiss, but even when he can no longer ignore the situation, Fleming keeps underestimating it. Leah starts her own investigation in the brain and stumbles upon Thrax, who stole a DNA bead from Frank's hypothalamus, causing his body temperature to skyrocket, and the entire city to be devastated in a fire, under Fleming's disbelieving and remorseful eyes. Despite her activating the alarm and putting up quite a fight, Thrax takes Leah as a hostage to force Ozzy and Drix, who caught up with them, to let her go, but not before Drix could shoot Thrax's claw with a freezing blast, preventing him from using it. As Frank is being rushed into the hospital in critical condition, Thrax triggers a sneeze to exit his body, followed by Ozzy, who used Drix's cannon to propel himself after his foe, landing in Frank's daughter Shane's eye. Ozzy and Thrax engage a fist fight, with Ozzy altering his body structure to better fight his foe, fighting him evenly. Unfortunately, the ice around Thrax's claw is shattered, and he manages to catch Ozzy before proceeding to strangle him with the DNA chain. However, he and Osmosis are sent flying by one of Shane's tears. Thrax attempts to stab Jones with his claw, gloating that he will break his record with Shane as soon as Frank dies, but Ozzy traps him on the girl's fake eyelash that is about to fall. Ozzy clings to Shane's real eyelash, with the DNA chain still around his neck, while Thrax falls into a bottle of rubbing alcohol and dissolves and burns to death. Ozzy then uses Shane's teardrop to re-enter Frank's body and replace the stolen DNA, saving Frank's life in extremis. As Frank is saved and vows to adopt a healthier lifestyle, Fleming is impeached, presumably replaced by his opponent, who unlike him actually cared about Frank's health, and Ozzy is appointed as an elite cop after being rehired by the police, with Drix as his partner and Leah as his girlfriend. Me, Thrax? I thought he was gone for good. Lincoln, Thrax from Osmosis Jones is inside Lori? Me, that's what it says, Lincoln. We're gonna have to go inside Lori and destroy him. Nico, that's incredibly risky. Lori, yeah, you guys can't go inside me. You all might literally damage something important. Ben, leave that to me. Ben turned into Alien X. Ben and multiple voices. Alien X. Me, what are you gonna do, Ben? Alien X used his powers on Lori. Alien X, alright. I made sure that our attacks wouldn't hurt Lori's insides. Me, great thinking, Ben. Okay, who wants to go inside Lori? Lincoln, I'll go. Lainey, me too. Lana, same here. This'll be so cool. Bobby, I'll go too. Don't worry, babe, we'll get you all better. Lori, oh thank you, Boo Boo Bear. Brainstorm, I'll go. Nico, same here. Axe, Animorphs, I wish to go too. Armada Cyclonus, I'll go too. Clawful, I'll go too. Sid, I'll go as well. This is gonna be so awesome. Nico, Sid is quite adventurous, hey? Me, she sure is. Spider-Man, I'll go too. Flash, I want to go in too. Clayface, same here, guys. Beast Boy, I'll go in too. One time I turned into an amoeba and went inside Cyborg. Tara, I didn't know that. Gar. Robin, Cyborg was invaded by a computer virus that made him go on a huge eating spree, and Beast Boy and Gizmo went inside him to destroy it. Me, that is a really unlikely alliance. Starfire, it was. Nico, Poraman, Kirby, you two better comfort Lori while we're inside her. Poraman, you got it, Nico. Kirby, you can count on us, Nico. Jumba, Russian accent, if you wish to go inside Elder Sister, take experiment 222. Little girl has called him Poxy. Me, you got it. Thanks, doctor. Poxy was a cute guy. Me, let's do it. Ant-Man, I can get us inside Lori. My shrink suit can shrink not only me but it also can anyone with me. Me, I didn't know that, Scott. I guess we should have thought of that when we went inside Jerry. Ant-Man, that's okay. Me, here Lori. I hand her a communicator so we can talk to her from inside her. Lori, thanks JD. Show that virus no mercy. Me, with pleasure. Let's do it. Ant-Man shrunk us with his shrink suit and we were the size of white blood cells. We went into Lori through her mouth and down her esophagus and into her stomach. On the beach by the stomach acid was a white blood cell named Osmosis Ozzy Jones, and with him was his partner and best friend Drix Earl, a 24-hour cold medication. Drix, to Ozzy we did it, Ozzy. Frank's safe. Thrax won't be able to harm him now. Ozzy, OJ yet, but now Thrax can harm someone else. And the two of us are out of Frank too. We landed by them in the stomach. Ozzy, OJ Team Loud Phoenix Storm. It's nice to finally meet you guys. Me, Osmosis Jones. It's an honor to finally meet you too. Drix, we've heard so much about all of your adventures and they are the most amazing we have ever seen. Me, thanks Drix. But how did you guys wind up here inside Lori? Ozzy, OJ, we got sucked into a mosquito and we were taken in here when Lori squished it. Me, that's strange. But we were told that Thrax has invaded Lori and she also has the fairy flu. Ozzy, OJ, so Thrax is here? Me, he sure is. You're inside Lori Loud. Nico, and if we don't stop him he will kill Lori. Me, he won't kill her. He'll just cause some serious damage. The fairy flu she has gave her a fever of 102. Ozzy, OJ, we have to stop him. Me, let's work together to take him down for good. I have an idea. We huddled and we put our plan together. It was to have us fight Thrax in Lori's colon, and when he's weakened enough we're going to kill him by blasting him with the biggest fart Lori ever made. Ozzy, I hope you guys don't mind me shooting Thrax through the head the first chance I get. Me, not at all Ozzy. Let's get him. We sprang into action. We found Thrax and his flunkies a hotel in the appendix. One of Thrax's thugs was trying to find us when he ran into a dark alleyway. Thug, hello? Spy appears behind him high. Knocks him out. Clayface, alright, Ozzy. You and I are going to infiltrate Thrax's meeting. But we need to keep our cool. Ozzy, right. Clayface and Ozzy went undercover and were disguised as germs. They found out that Thrax was planning to do the same thing to Lori like he was going to do to Frank. He was going to kill Lori by pulling out a vital gene from the hypothalamus and raise her temperature to fatal levels. A temperature of 108 Fahrenheit for anyone is instant death. It suffocates the heart. But then Ozzy tripped and his cover was blown and Thrax saw him. Thrax, you. Clayface, nice going Ozzy. Flash got them out of there and the fight to save Lori was on. I punched Thrax in the face and kicked him in the stomach. Nico, Thrax, you have failed Lori Loud's insides. Me, more like he has failed the worlds of human anatomy and medicine. We went into Lori's colon and the fight was really brutal. I punched Thrax in the face and kicked him in the stomach and punched him in the chest and bit him in the hand and bit it clean off. Ozzy fired his gun at Thrax. Thrax, Ozzy points his gun at Thrax's head. Awful close, Jones. Afraid you'll miss? Ozzy points at Thrax's crotch instead. There are other ways we can kill you. I don't need to go for your head. Shoots Thrax in the crotch. Thrax screamed like a little girl. Bobby, you will never hurt my babe again. Bonnie Tyler's holding out for a hero plays. Bobby spread his wings and punched Thrax in the face and crushed Thrax's foot and kicked him in the neck. Bobby then kicked him in the face and stomach and punched him in the mouth and knocked out some of his teeth. Bobby fired crystals into Thrax and they hit Thrax and exploded. Bobby kicked Thrax in the face and punched him in the eyes. Bobby formed crystal claws on his knuckles and slashed Thrax's face. Lori was watching Bobby's fight with Thrax on my laptop and her kids were taking care of her while she was resting. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Bobby was destroying Thrax, an evil virus with enough power to destroy a human in just 3 days. Bobby formed a sword of crystal and they engaged in a massive sword fight. Thrax had his heat claw. It was a deadly sword fight. Sparks flew everywhere and some of Lori's fart gas ignited and exploded in Thrax's face and burned him bad. It was a brutal fight. Come on guys. Let's finish this fucking parasite. Combo time. Clawful, right JD? Animatron Cyber Key Power. The Animatron Cyber Planet Key went into his device and it enabled him to summon an army of lobsters and these lobsters can explode on contact. Cyclonus, Armada, laughs, my turn. Cyber Key Power. The Earth Cyber Planet Key went into his back on the underside and it will increase his abilities tenfold. His blasters were enhanced. Clawful and Armada Cyclonus, laser lobster swarm bombs. Armada Cyclonus fired powerful laser blasts and Clawful summoned a massive swarm of lobsters and they went at Thrax and exploded. Crab G1 Brainstorm, now it's my turn. Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet Key went into the back of his blaster and it enhanced his speed and firepower range and it enhanced his pulse cannons 20,000 fold. Axe, Animorphs let's get him. Universal Cyber Key Power. The Universal Cyber Planet Key went into his device and it will enable him to use the powers and abilities of all the aliens in the Omnitrix and the aliens and creatures of the Animorphs. Axe and G1 Brainstorm, Lightning Pulse Blast Barrage. Axe fired Mega Hates Lightning and G1 Brainstorm fired his pulse cannon and the blasts combined and they hit Thrax and exploded. Crab Me. Now to finish you off once and for all. Final Smash time. Poxy used his final smash called Rubbing Alcohol Burn Wave. He fired a blast of rubbing alcohol at Thrax and it burned him badly. Ozzy, you are never welcome here in this body Thrax. Immune System Gene Destroyer. Ozzy fired a blast of energy at Thrax and it blew his arms and legs off. Now for the grand finale. Lori, we need you conjure up the biggest fart you can make. It's the best way to kill Thrax. Lori, one Mondo super fart literally coming up. Lori strained hard and told her brain to make it. Remember this Thrax, shit happens. Lainey, fire in the hole. We teleported out of Lori's colon and went to Ozzy and Drix's pad. Lori's colon shook violently and then a massive explosion of horrible smelling fart gas that smelled so extremely horrible blasted Thrax head on and he was disintegrated in an instant into nothing. Thrax was dead. We saw the whole thing from a monitor in Ozzy's pad. Ozzy, to the viewers, wow. Lori has quite an incredibly toxic and explosive fart. They don't call her Tootzilla for nothing. Lori, I heard that. It was so awesome working with you Ozzy and you too Drix. Ozzy, same to you JD. You guys are awesome. We get that a lot. But it was Bobby that is the hero of this one. He really let Thrax have it. You were awesome compadre. Bobby, thanks amigo. Lori, that's my Bobby Boo Boo Bear. We got out of Lori's body and took a shower. Should Ozzy and Drix need us again he would let us know. ******. Lori's kids were taking care of her. Roxanne had a bowl of sauerkraut with her. Roxanne, here mommy. Stardust and Stellar said that the best cure for the fairy flu is eating a lot of sauerkraut. Lori, Oh thanks sweetie. I don't like sauerkraut but if it'll help, then okay. Lori ate all the sauerkraut and it was helping her. Lori was cured the next day. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. Osmosis Jones was an awesome movie back in 2001. It was funny and anatomically hysterical. Chris Rock, Bill Murray, and all those stars did a great job in that movie. But it was because of those stupid critics that it became a box office catastrophe. Bunch of brainless losers. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.